success at Mount Panorama of anybody like
And Harley's
Craig
got
Lowndes, and I've never seen anybody struggle in qualifying quite like Craig Lowndes did before.
Yeah,
We are about to go racing at Mount Panorama, virtual or otherwise.
What a pile-up, holy
Oh, you got to fucking pause, Rhino, come on.
No, Rhino can't pause though, because Twitch will automatically jump him forward.
And Harley Haber will actually lead them on cold tyres in the Valvoline entry.
Yeah, an equal launch off the front.
Oh yeah, Haber being cheeky with the flashy lad.
Fucking Brody
Flashy lad.
Don't flashy too early, mate.
It was important for
He's probably just doing it while he's got a chance.
to make it through the first corner. Actually quite
Good
spread
chance.
out.
Someone's
Mate,
smoking.
Whoa.
For the first time.
Fucking sideways off the top of that curb though.
The grid was
Oh, yeah.
would have contributed to that. So Haber just drops the left rear off the top
Good work,
of
Harley.
the curbing.
Oh,
and
no.
Bryce forward in trouble. And was that David Reynolds rotating at turn
Wow.
2 as well? It was. in
Where's the
pit line
Wheelie Bins
entry.
car?
And it looks like
The
Will
Zak
Anderson's
car.
missing
The
the
Wheelie
front
Bins
part
fucking
of
Wheelie
the park.
16.
Zak is 14.
As well, so he's got off to a ropey start. Chris Pither
Oh,
having
he's
a look
well
up
up
the
there.
inside of David Reynolds. They're side
Yeah,
by side through the
he's
cutting.
well up ahead.
Somebody else in the foreground had damage there as well. So already we've got
Oh
a bunch
no,
of
the
people
coke
Chris
car.
Pither just got punted.
Oh, I think Pither there in the background also losing.
Oh, Zak just missed that.
Replay. Oh,
Fuck.
Davison
Oh,
there.
it-
Bryce
oh.
forward got together.
Got a bit locked up in there. Hey, there's Wheelie Bins car.
Forward just rejoining, and then it looked like Dave just got a tap by one of the Matt Stone cars, sent him around.
Yeah, would have checked everybody up to their regular pace. So the big golden replay.
Ah, he's got a good lead at the
Yeah,
moment. That's good.
Side of the road there at turn 2. Haber, Kostecki, Di Pasquale, Van Gisbergen,
McKnight's
Mostert, and
5 minutes of fame.
That's the top 6. Harley's actually opened up a 3-second gap already, so that's pretty handsome.
Well,
work
maybe
on
he's
the opening.
COVID
Not easy
5
to
minutes
do
of
on
fame.
cold tyres
I'm
around
sure there's
there.
plenty of them.
Very easy to make them
But just imagine if Harley wins. Imagine what Jamie's gonna be like after that. Oh,
Oh, Harley through there. It's pretty awesome. Harley's having a crack.
Watch what happens when it goes on the cool time.
End of the first lap.
Fucking leaderboard.
14-lap journey around Mount Panorama for our final race at the BP Supercars All-Stars E-Series. Officially, and Davey's off the road.
Every chance Harley should win this.
So far, so good, Dan.
Oh,
Everyone going to the pits.
I thought he was trying to get to the lane.
You're like,
Whoops.
wow, you're a
So
minute behind.
David pressed on.
Oh, sorry, I'll shut up.
Went firing off at a zillion
That's all right.
miles
That's
an
why I
hour,
said,
and
wait,
mixed
watch
up in
for
all
when
that
this
as well.
happens.
So it's exactly
Well,
0.17
we've
of a
always
second
seen it
first to
happen
second
before,
at the
it's
moment.
nothing
You can
new.
see that Brody's on the attack as they make their way up Mountain Straight.
he's on the attack,
To the
isn't he?
uphill, positive camber run into turn 2.
Harley's-
Third gear off the corner.
That was a
slide
cracking
off the top
opening
of the
lap.
triple strip, a blind approach into the cutting at 3, and then back to second gear for one of the 2 slowest corners on this racetrack.
We saw that first lap. Haber had a fantastic
Harley's
run
had
across the
boys
top of the
this
mountain, had a
fast
bit of a
chasing
gap
him
as they
around
came
here
out of
before.
Forest Elbow for the run down Conrod
yeah,
Street.
it's
The
true.
slipstream
Bit of
effect
extra
on
pressure,
iRacing
though.
in
No, it
the
looks like Harley's actually way better over the top
Kostecki,
of the mountain
Di
than
Pasquale and
Brody
Van
anyway.
Gisbergen sitting in that
It's good.
slipstream of Harley Haber. They're able just down Conrod and then back up Mountain
Yeah,
Straight,
Harley's
able to
doing real well.
close the gap. See now
Pushed
Haber
hard
again
all
starting
the
to
way.
stretch the lead as they go across the top of the mountain.
Too easy finance backing for
Oh,
Harley's car, and
Neil
Valvoline,
Crompton
as you
said
can
my
see,
company's name.
Lots of sim experience. So for many of those on the inside, no shock. He's doing
Hello.
very well here at the
Oh,
moment.
it's awesome.
He's had
How good's that?
success in the V8 Touring Car
Yeah.
Series, in production cars, in Formula 4, in Aussie racing cars.
It's all over, plastered all over the
And
internet.
he leads the field at the moment by officially half a second. So he's
Foxtel.
opened up that margin because Brody was
Expensive to
right
get your
on
name
it
up on
at the end of
Foxtel.
Mountain Straight on the start of
Yeah.
turn 2 into turn 2. And
Free
Shane's
advertising,
in
yeah.
fourth.
Oh, that wasn't free.
Breakaway train at the moment. Marbles, virtual marbles appearing on the Dunlop curb cam. You can see that gap then back
Yeah,
to
good look
Chaz.
at that. Western Mazda
One
even
thing
gets
to
one.
take notice of when we next get a shot of any of these top guys, when we look at effectively their in-car, if you like, watching them in their sim, is just how minimal their handwork is, how minimal their steering input
Oh,
is.
Scotty's a bit beaten up.
Go back to Scotty McLaughlin, he's got a huge amount of damage down the side of the Shell DJR Team Penske Mustang.
There's Wheelie Bins get
Still in 5th place behind
Yay.
Chaz Mostert, but just whenever we get a live in-car shot of the guys driving the sim, just take note of their steering input, just how minimal it is, how small they're steering the wheel. I noticed that when Lando Norris was in the series.
Was that at the run of
just
the
how
leaders
much-
up
didn't
Mountain
look
Straight
like he was
together?
steering at all. Just
There's
looked like
Wheelie
he was
Bins'
sitting
car.
in
I
his
heard you
sim and
wrong.
not much else was happening. But his
That's how far
inputs were
behind
so
you, Ian.
finite.
And that's the challenge, isn't it, to try not upset.
It's alright, Zak's up to 11th, that's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching Zak now.
Tech pit reporter update from Chad.
And a good battle, you know.
A
He'll
really
be.
cool battle. This
I'll
one, just
battle.
watching Brock
Look,
Feeney
Zak will
at the head of
eat
this field.
these
His
5
dad
guys
Paul,
up easy.
ran here back in the day. As
Over the
well as
next
in the
10
middle of
laps.
this battle,
I hope,
behind
yeah.
his Tickford teammate,
Oh,
subbing in for
didn't
James
go with the
Courtney
veering.
this week.
Oh,
So nice
he's
job
got a
from
little
Bruce Mobile
cutting.
entry. Just wanted to give Harley Haber a quick shout out, leading this race, and like you mentioned, Crompo, his racing resume is certainly impressive to this point in time. He's actually got a
Chris Radicic, there you go.
unusual spotter for today. It's Chris Radicic.
That's who's
Right
spotting
above
for Harley.
Radicic, who's spotting
where
for
I'm at.
21 today. He's
Look at
based
Harley across
in
the
the
mountain
USA.
into the
He's got up
skyline
at
down to
3
the
a.m.
S's.
to be spotted this morning, which is a pretty
Oh, look,
serious
there he
commitment.
is with his little
Chris
gay
actually
headset.
grew up
Oh,
racing
God.
with his brother Paul, and at one point was the youngest
borrow those
license
off you,
holder in
Scooby?
New Zealand at 15 until
No.
they changed that law over there.
I don't know fancy ones like that.
Pretty
pretty
cool to see
fancy
Scott Dixon
wireless
getting
ones,
win this
aren't
week in Texas as well. So
Yeah.
very
I put my foot
unusual
on the cord all
spotter
the
to
time.
working with
Thankfully,
Harley
mine
Haber tonight.
unplug. They've got a
The
lead on it.
cars getting
And Harley's
underway.
taking the fastest lap.
Into Texas.
Oh, and Zak just missed another crash
Oh, he did 2
at
out
the
of
elbow.
Forest elbow.
August, Indianapolis
Oh, look at him.
500.
He's on.
Thanks for the
Bro-
update, Chad. So
he'll
Haber
be
now still
behind
just
Brock
sitting with that
Feeney, who he
comfortable
does
margin.
not
He's
like,
done
I would
the
imagine.
fastest lap, no surprise, given what we're seeing at the moment. 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, they're
3
Super
decent
2
time.
friggin'
Yeah, and he was Super 3 champion last year or something.
Like,
At the
his
moment,
Decky's in the
Yeah,
pit.
something.
Shane's going to close out this
Oh, good.
championship in 4th if he stays
Oh, he's
there.
pitting,
But still
just
2
pitting.
compulsory stops
Oh,
to
look,
play,
that's early.
and there will be some games played in
No,
that regard.
it's
Zak
early.
pitting too.
Cam
Zak
at
will
the
get
moment,
away
he's up
from
4
the
spots
mess.
on his qualifying, and he's in 8th position as
Harley will push on for another lap.
Brody decides to come into the lane and not be a part of that train. So he's going to look for an undercut benefit here. So rather than try and make a squeeze down the inside on Harley, he'll try and do it
The thing is,
strategically
this
out of the
new
lane.
car,
Yeah, so with 2
if you're only
CPSs,
gonna
I was
do
expecting
5
one of
laps,
those
it
lead
takes
bunch to
2
be
to
in to
get
try
him
and break up the train.
fired up again around here.
Look for the undercut, as you said, Neil. So the important thing here...
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a rule if they have to take tyres. You might not even take tyres.
Well, if he comes out in
And just do the whole race on one set of tyres and just put fuel in it.
Oh, would
And
you
therefore
do
his
that?
ability to undercut the leaders
Take tyres for that?
in Harley Haber.
You
So,
could.
all things being equal,
Yeah,
I don't know how much fuel they've got for this race,
so
so.
will pit straight away. They'll have to cover it.
Interesting that Brody's got a clear road ahead of him here at the moment. That's going to help his cause. So he might get a benefit both from the tyres and the fact that he's got some clear road. Jamie Whincup is trundling along pretty nicely inside the top 10 as well.
Mind you, you can certainly burn your tyres up in 5 laps around here.
Yeah.
Roughly half the
Harley's
field, just a
gone in
fraction
there and
more
given
have
it a
actually
crack.
taken the first compulsory stop.
I don't know, when I did Bathurst the other week, I did, what, 17 laps on one set of tyres.
And Whincup, that's the
But it
team.
wasn't as sunny as what it was,
First in the
as this is.
taken their stop is Brody
I think track temp was like 26 or something.
behind Todd Hazelwood.
So I wouldn't mind betting that Shane Van
Just a
Gisbergen
bit more
will be
Harley
in this
Haber.
lap.
Why don't we have
Now
some
that
more of that?
Kostecki's taken his stop, you want to cover that off or try and
got a good lead
undercut
over the
Anton.
gears.
So now the trick is, does Anton pit as well? So if they both come in equally, I would take my fuel in this pit stop, get the fuel aspect of it done. So
He's gone for the
not
lunch.
carrying heavier car later in the
Oh,
stop.
that was a
Later
bit
in the race,
squeaky,
they go
squeaky.
inside
Oh,
into
he's
the
going to
chase.
slow himself
Oh,
up.
there wasn't a lot of room there.
No.
Harley in.
Anton didn't flinch. He
Harley
stayed
could've-
committed
okay.
to his standard race
The
line. In
gears
fact,
is gonna
he's
stay
peeled
out.
off now, so
Oh,
that would
probably
have cost
could've stayed
Shane
Anton-
a valuable
Anton with the
pit
off
because
track
he locked
on the
up
way in.
into the grass and leapt over the curb
Oh,
to do the
Anton,
job.
how was his
Interesting
last
that
bit
Anton's found a
across
nice little
before
shortcut
the
in there
orange
as
cone?
well. So
Yeah,
he's
I know.
behind our race leader. So Harley Haber is in car number 21. Shane Van Gisbergen now gets revealed in the lead.
That's what these boys teach you. You've
Last
just got to
lap
take every little opportunity you
was
can.
a
How's that? I've never seen anyone go through
2:05.
there.
Best was a 3:4.
I reckon Brody will come out in front of Harley though.
Figure out how much time he lost. So I reckon there's a couple of tenths or more in that stage.
So now it's where does Brody Kostecki pop out compared to Harley Haber and Anton De Pasquale? Now on the front straight, just crossing the start-finish line. This is
There he
looking
goes.
like a strategy that might, or they're right at pit exit. This is going to be very close.
Anton couldn't get him. No, he's
Side by
Kostecki's
side
going to have
class.
it.
Kostecki's got him. Kostecki's got him. So that's worked fantastically well for Brody.
But now
And Brody's on a warmer tyre.
Is,
That's
now is this where Harley does the payback?
Exactly what I talked about a lap ago, which
And
is
just
instead
still
of
up and
having
away?
to take a risky move on the racetrack, he's
Harley
been
will
able
have
to do it from a strategy standpoint. But Haber's having a crack on the
Harley's
outside
leading.
at 2.
Harley
Diminishing
knows.
returns
If
when
anyone
you try
knows
and
how to
pull
drive
that
a
move.
car
In fact,
around
that
here,
might
cold tide's
expose him to Anton if you're not careful. So Anton's all over him, and he'll have a think about trying to poke up the inside of the cutting. He doesn't. Harley covers him on that
Harley's
one.
on fresh tyres. Fuck
Harley
you.
hard on the throttle coming out of the cutting, gets the car sideways. So Now the run across the top of the mountain. Haber's tyres and Di Pasquale's tyres, both pitted at the start of the previous lap. They'll be coming up the temperature. By the time we get to Forest Elbow, both those guys are going to be wanting to be right on the back of Brody Kostecki, take advantage of that slipstream down Conrod Straight, and maybe try and sneak up the inside at the Caltex chase. We still call it Caltex chase?
I don't think so.
Well, the chase.
Chase.
Where we saw Shane Van Gisbergen have a go at Anton last lap.
Interestingly, Brody's kicked away sufficiently that he won't be under threat by the time he gets down the bottom of the hill here. So that warm, fresh tyres work well. So Van Gisbergen's got a little margin over Chaz. Van Gisbergen, Mostert, Waters, 1, 2 and 3. Whincup, Hazelwood. Those 5 drivers are yet to take the first compulsory stop. We're about Panorama. Final race of the BP Supercars All-Stars E-Series. Shane Van Gisbergen for the Red
Oh, look how much Harley gains there. God damn.
The BP Trophy after this 10-round 31 race series as Todd Hazelwood
Right on his ass now.
The ultimate replay.
There you go, he just got it back.
On the run into the season.
What'll happen is
Kostecki
will coming
Got
in
hit to the
second.
wall.
That wasn't just a small ball, that's a big moment he's got.
Oh,
So that's
yeah,
gonna
that was
hurt.
quick.
Hip and
That
shoulder,
amount
hip and
of
shoulder.
drop, which would be in the
He's already
seconds,
lost
not
the-
tenths.
The Giz
Yeah, there's
was
5
the
seconds
Giz is
there.
not
That's gonna,
fighting for the win
really
because he knows he's
punishing.
got
And
to
damage
finish
to the car by the
top
looks
3 to win. So the championship.
We all try and take that shortcut over the curbs, but just carried a bit too much speed.
Look at this.
Harbour up the inside, got the rears locked.
Oh, there's Harper's.
Kostecki.
Oh,
I
he's-
think we
I
caught
think
it,
Brody
but
caught
How's
it
that
just
for payback?
lost a lot
Oh,
of time.
but you don't want to do
Beardo's
that.
going to have, I think he'll be having a bit
Well,
of a
they
look
mind
at
you,
that
he
one.
was well. He's
Hey,
right
Craig
there.
like gives you a friggin'
Well,
drive assist for that. That's bullshit.
He's made a lot more ground
was a-
on the last half a lap because
Because
of
Brody,
the fact that
Brody jumped him in the first
No, it
race.
doesn't matter.
But he
Sure.
got all of that back, so I wonder whether Brody
He was a long flight,
Yeah, he's a long way up.
It was a little bit of a dive at the end, though.
Mountain straight. So Harley jumps out from the slipstream, gets the
And
nose up.
he's
He's
out of
well up the
control.
inside, but he had the rear
It was
brakes
Beardo's
locked.
at the
When he
start.
made contact, it was enough for
Fair.
Brody
Wow.
to get out of rhythm and get sideways. What are your
Wait.
thoughts on that one, GT?
Ooh, hard to call. That's why Beardo's got his job, and we're sitting here talking about it. So, look, Haber was in there, but whether he was in control
Oh,
enough, that
woohoo.
will be the determining
Nothing
factor.
out of it.
Looked like he had
Nice.
the rears locked
Yeah,
early,
well
and
done.
Brody
Yeah,
didn't
2
get
wild
the
cards and
rear.
it looked like it was a bit of
But,
payback was
yeah.
due.
He did his. Oh, nice one.
Knock on the virtual
He can come
marker
back
and
to
ask
wheelie
Craig
bins.
Baird, driving standards advisor for the BP Supercars All-Stars E-Series. Craig, your thoughts?
Hey mate, it is the virtual world. So if I look back at Oran Park, there's probably a little bit of payback.
nice
there.
Beto.
There's 2 wild cards. I'm going to let them take the gloves off.
Yep.
And Brody probably knows he was due a little. So
Yep.
play on,
Fucking-
boys.
And no damage to the car.
Thanks for that update.
Yeah,
Craig Baird.
that was good. Yeah.
Craig and everybody back on track at the back end of June.
So is that Giz in for one?
Restart of the Virgin Australia
first
Supercars
time.
Yeah.
Championship.
No, they're going to
For his
finish. They're
first
going to
up.
finish strong.
Shane Van
They're going to
Gisbergen
finish
in
strong
for the
on
lead of
fresh
the race.
tyres.
And he's been joined by Chaz Mostert.
Wing Cup isn't even in yet.
Online.
Oh, he might be in now. He's dropping pretty quick.
Much later than the others.
Yeah, but remember,
Two
now
chances
Shane's still got to make a
this
second
race,
stop.
But much later
Everyone
than the
does,
other
so.
lead bunch. You can see
Yeah.
that
Well,
lead
that is
bunch
pretty-
up
it's
out
not far
straight.
away.
That's just down.
Brody Kostecki
Fucking Zak's the only one who's done
slotting
2 stops
just
there.
behind, but that time
Yeah.
was
Zak done 2
key with
stops.
That
Oh,
moment,
no.
Harley Haber at turn 2 on the previous
Mind you,
lap.
7
No,
laps.
that's a good thing because everyone in front of him's got a pit,
Brody
so he would jump
Yeah,
jump
he's
a lot.
already, he's already wasted the time though.
Talk of
Yeah,
safety
that's
car.
true.
Well, it's more about his tyres from 7 to go.
Those
so.
two are very good mates.
But
So
if the
do a
safety
lot
car
of
came out
racing
now
together.
and he got around while everyone else
no
was in
doubt
the
they'll
pits.
work together to get back up to the lead.
So Shane's in third. Brody's in
Yeah,
fourth.
well done, Harley. Good job.
Harley is the leader
Yeah.
from Anton.
A good
It's
move on.
near
Fucking
enough to
great
3
cracker
points
move.
second
Get out of
between
control.
those
But
two.
anyway.
Fastest lap of the race belongs to Harley Haber. 2-minute 3.2.
That was an acceptable move.
It was an acceptable move, Dan. I agree.
Well,
Well, mate wasn't going to let him pass.
Ground to him.
No.
No, mate, didn't know he was there. So
Well, no, well, he knew he was pushing, he was closing the door. So that's why Harley had to fucking make a bit of a
Kelly
dip.
and the
And it wasn't
Castrol
desperate
Mustang
because
just
he had
ahead
better tyres.
of Shane Van
was
Gisbergen. Shane's done 2 personal bests in the
But
first
Beto could have
2 of
smashed him if he wanted
5
to.
sectors on this lap.
Beto was looking for an opportunity because he did see the last one. They didn't do anything about it, and he went there.
Close down on
That's
that
good.
margin. That's Scott
At least he
Pye
acknowledged it.
in the DeWalt entry, also on screen. You can see him
do
working
anything
on the
about
sim.
I think he's probably a bit more lenient on the wild cards than he would be if they were, say, if that was Shane and say Scott doing it.
So
no, but that was a fair. That was a.
He's
a
7th
good move. That's a
coming
cracker.
into tonight,
Cracking move.
1,042
Oh,
points,
yeah.
3 top 10s.
Way up the inside of the corner before.
And 7th in Brazil.
That's what I mean. Kostecki turned in on him after he knew he should already be there, even though, yes, he made a lunge at the last second.
The only concern was there's a bit of smoke, so Harley wasn't. He was on the edge, out of control, so he wouldn't have wanted to go the other way anymore.
300
Yeah, no.
McLaughlin out of the chase.
Yellow cover car number 35. Gary's been great value through
I'm
the
a minute
BP
behind.
Supercars All-Stars E-Series. We had a good chat to him on Monday in sidetrack
McLaughlin's
as well.
car's a bit beaten up. Feeney's
Scott
gonna...
McLaughlin being chased by Jacobson. This is for 7th and 8th GT.
And Brock Feeney in 6th in front of Scotty McLaughlin doing a very good job. We saw last time Brock joined the BP Supercars All-Star Series, he did a fantastic job in that one, and now again backing that up at Bathurst, running in front of Scotty McLaughlin inside the top 10 in 6th. Doing a good job. Obviously,
Who else is
Scott
two
Dramas
stopped?
getting himself
I can
onto
only
the
see
pit
car
lane in that
25.
first pit stop, but
Position
still,
25.
Feeney doing a fantastic job. And Jacobson, I think, has been a fantastic improver over the course of the series. He's really done a fantastic job. Had some internet issues at one of the rounds.
Davison, Reynolds, Percat.
Good call, Beto. Good call.
And traditionally in motor racing, as you well know, there's a right-hand column. Sometimes
I've had to rewind a bit because my fucking computer dropped out. So.
Gary and his family.
Roger.
There's been some
They should absolutely take the trophy.
Willie Binscar, Willie Binscar.
Yes, Willie Binscar.
Circuit breaker when the kettle tripped the circuit breaker in the house.
He couldn't make the race.
That is
Kettle trip the power circuit.
absolutely outstanding. Chad.
Right with two thanks, Crompo, or should I say to
Zach's
Mrs.
in
Jacobson,
for 12
all the way
maybe?
up there in Shepparton. Quick look at strategy at the
Bit of
moment.
luck,
We've
top
got the
10.
final round of the pit stop still to
Yeah,
go.
Jamie,
How far off that
I was just listening in on the
first to blink.
Should be
the
right
chat
about
before.
now, I hope at least. These are very similar strategies to what we saw in round 3 for race 10 of the championship. It's the exact same distance race we had then.
He was fast, he just couldn't go anywhere.
He got lucky, unlucky but lucky.
Pit stop the latest, waited until lap 5.
Couple of big
Yeah, it was almost all over at turn 2.
And Forest Elbow. Was it Forest Elbow?
Yeah.
With an undercut. It's going to be interesting these final few laps for the final race win of the season.
Yeah, and we'll also just throw that possibility of a Vodafone safety car mix as well. Who knows
Oh,
what
don't say
might
that.
change in the order of but if Shane Van Gisbergen was to be last again, like he did then, he would have a
Okay,
tire
six
advantage
lap.
if there was to be a late safety car. One that he was hoping for in Michigan and didn't get.
Great set of tyres. Off
Thanks
you
for
go.
the update, boys, and appreciate your help throughout the series.
Very comfortable to manage tyres
on
for
what's
6
going
laps
on
around
in
here.
Spencer as well. We're looking at Nick Percat for Corgas and Brad Jones.
Big Percat doing some grass cutting there.
There is some grass cutting to go be.
There, 18th position at the moment.
Talky,
Mr. Percat,
crashy,
what are your
crashy.
thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much.
We saw a bit of flashing, no crashy earlier, thankfully.
We were just 11th, and then we pitted early to take tyres. So we'll see how we go. Nelson's told me.
Okay, a Nelson strategy. That's a whole new one. Are you
Like
enjoying
the
being back
Chewbacca.
at the mountain?
Love it. It's obviously the best track on iRacing, and Oran Park was probably a close second. So it's been a fun night actually, and looks like everyone's kept it pretty clean.
Thanks, mate. We'll let you go into turn 1 in the Brad Jones race racing entry. He's actually had
Zach's
an
up to 14th now,
at
so
Mount Panorama in reality. Some of that was with you, Garth. Van Gisbergen is our race leader at the moment.
Gardner, Holdsworth, or Hazelwood all still got a pit.
Just in front
Yeah,
of
Brown.
Chaz
He'll get
Foster.
Brown, so there's another spot for him. There's
Starting to see
13.
the cycling
Jacobson
of
maybe.
the
Oh,
next
Jacobson.
He might get Hazelwood depending.
Cleaning
Maybe.
out the second compulsory stop.
Zach
and
on
the
screen.
order will shake.
Well,
Willie
Zach will put a good last
Look
5
as though
laps in.
Shane
He'll
Van
just be
Gisbergen's
solid.
to be
Where the
able
other
to
boys
sum
will be
it
getting a
all.
bit
Pit entry
loose.
for Scott
maybe.
McLaughlin cost him dearly on the run in.
Talking
Put
about
it sideways and whacked the tyres. That would have cost him 3.
Here's the Willie Bins car.
So Haber and De Pasquale have taken their stops, but while that was playing out, Van Gisbergen's punched out a 2:02.7, fastest lap of the race by over over 3/10 to Harley Haber. So through this pit stop cycle, we always talk about making time while your others are in pit lane. Shane's definitely trying to do that right now.
Virgin Australia Supercars Championship heads to northeastern Victoria in July, the restart of the series. And Winton Motor Raceway is just outside Benalla, and that's where this young man is from. Car number 78, Zach Best Leisure Industry support on this car. He's only 18 years of age, GT. That's a bit scary, isn't
Well,
it?
this e-racing be right in his wheelhouse, for sure, but it's scary, these guys getting so many miles in real race cars at such an early age.
He was the youngest ever winner in an Aussie racing car at 14 years of age. They're cool little race cars as Todd Hazelwood peels off in the background. So even though he's young, he's already got a lot of experience in karting, Aussie race cars. I mentioned before in Formula 4.
There you go. If he started in Aussie race cars at 14, he's 18 now. He's already got 4 years circuit racing experience.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
So
or that he's now in Super 2s.
Quite correctly picked up is a massively quick time by Van Gisbergen. And when we were looking at him earlier, he did skip away from the cars that he was with. So
that's actually quicker than he qualified at. He qualified at a 2.9. So he's found something.
Harley's practice time was a 2.4, I think.
Yeah, mate, Harley's got this. If he holds it together.
Harley Haber, he's on screen in the foreground.
Anton
If
might
he
make
can
it
keep
easy.
if he can keep fellow wheelie bin Anton out of the way.
Oh, Skilby, good on you for throwing that in there.
The point a little earlier, and it's a good one just to refocus on, Garth, about the fact that the fast operators
that's what I'm saying.
have got the braking
they get better quality than Roger
completely
Wheelie Bins races. The same guys
they've
are
also
there.
got steering input sorted. So look at both those guys on screen.
Although I noticed Orange Park,
shoulders
had
and
the
their
green
arms.
line
There's
showing on
minimal amounts of
one of the
disturbance
back
in the steering.
left-handers,
And even,
and that's
you can't
something
see
I
Yeah.
haven't seen on a
even-
Wheelie Bins
you can
race.
see their body's not jolting when they're going for the brake pedal.
They've got that much grip and that much heat was generated. It made that green line down through the back S's.
Big
Fucked
force.
up the track.
I think the braking technique and the braking style is the real key to unlocking lap time in iRacing. So these guys clearly got the braking worked out and also the steering input on how to enter the corner.
Yo.
Critical stop. Van Gisbergen is in the lane. So this is going to
And
be a
Harbour
critical
back in one.
rejoin. He's been making tremendous pace just in the last several laps, Shane Van Gisbergen. Final stop of the day, final stop of the series. He's been joined by Chaz Most at Nova One Appliances Online
keep up with
entry.
him.
Be racing for position with Haber,
he's
Dick
within a
Pasquale
second,
and
so there's plenty of
Kostecki.
slipstream.
It's going to be a tight battle. Brock Reedy continues to impress. He's still sitting in front of Scott McLaughlin at the moment. Up on the jacks for the Red Bull Holden Racing Team entry. Chaz drops in behind. They're at the western end of the pit lane, so they don't have very far to go before they join back onto the racetrack. There are the leaders. And Haber in control from Anton. Brody's going to come out in behind Shane. So they're kind of spread a little bit now, aren't they? So, but the pace that Shane's been showing has been mega. Just a little over 3 laps remaining. The leaders are up at turn 2.
So talk about pace of Van Gisbergen previously with that 2:02.7. The last lap.
So if the Giz
for
crashed
Haber
out,
was
he
a
could throw it away
2:02.8.
right now and not win the
And Di
championship.
Pasquale at 2:02.9. So everyone's as the field
No,
goes
he
on,
still
the
wrapped it.
field
I'm pretty sure he wrapped it up at Oran Park.
Okay, cool. So you can just push on then. Because he's certainly pushing
Cars are getting
on.
faster. So just like we see at the 1000,
thanks for
the
that,
last
Sylvia,
of the race
sure.
when the tracks rub it in.
Yeah,
Going
McLaughlin's
quick.
like 108 behind, and where he is at the moment.
78 in it. Yep.
Oh, driver's eye view. Mount Panorama Bathurst. Settle back and enjoy it. Crank it up, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, they just drive so close to the wall. Oh, Anton's off. Runs wide. Harley's off. 2 seconds. 3 seconds.
Well, I guess Tyson's going to win his money.
Was it for the... He's going to win Bathurst, is that what he put it on?
Yeah.
Mate, I bet you that paid pretty well too.
$68. He put $10 on it.
And it'll give him 68 back?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well done, Tyson. Well, see, it's the rugby league in him.
Oh, I probably would have done the same when I seen it, but I couldn't get into my sports bet account.
Yeah, well, it's rugby league
The
as
ultimate
well.
replay. Let's have a look at some of the replay action here. So,
Oh, that's what happened to Anton.
Yeah, you just when Giz's car, we saw him out in
so
the
he
dirt.
lost ground, big scar down the right-hand side, scuffed the Penrite signage on.
I was about to say, I was too busy watching.
Yeah,
Ethan break.
Van Gisbergen.
Yeah.
We were intently
And when you said that,
Gisbergen.
replay, I went,
that's
fuck,
Craig
they're down
Evans.
there ahead of me.
Fastest lap of the race, and he has got
All right.
pace at the moment. So whether or not he can get to Haber is an open question, but he's a big
I reckon
chance
Harley's
to get Di Pasquale on
pressure
current
on.
estimate.
We saw even on that outlap when we were on board with Shane, we were watching the timing screen. He actually went purple across the top of the mountain with fastest sector across the top of the mountain on an outlap. So clearly the cold tyre thing's not
Yeah,
a real
it's
issue.
just a matter of Gizzy can actually get past Anton and then get onto Zach or Harley.
Well,
Harley, you know we're not going to be able to shut Harley up when he comes back and says, he beat them all. He beat them all.
That's one thing. Good. Getting past is the other. So
not just one or two drivers. He beat them all.
Di Pasquale and Van Gisbergen over the course of this series.
If he can pull this off, he deserves everything he throws at us.
Right to the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we've got a little over 2 laps remaining. You can see first, second and third on screen. Haber, Di Pasquale and Van
pressure
Gisbergen.
stuff.
The round winner gets to allocate $1,000
it'll be impressive if he
Armour
wins.
to their nominated
they're
charity.
close to him.
At the moment, that's
anyway, 2 to
potentially
go.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Nah, I reckon he'll be right.
He just clipped the curb at the bottom of Conrod there. He's pushing incredibly.
Because hopefully then Shane
Shane
and Anton will fight each other and defend each other and probably
he's going to threaten to pass. What are your thoughts
keep the
on where
pressure.
that might be able to be achieved?
Well, it's going to be really Shane's exit out of turn 1. If he can get a good
Anyway,
exit out
the
of turn
thing is,
1,
these two boys behind him shouldn't crash him out if he starts, if he drives defensively. So
just lost a half a
it's up to
car length,
Harley.
if you like, there on pit straight.
They're
So
fast,
this is the
these
exit.
boys
This
are
one's
fast.
important for both Anton and Shane. Both pretty equal. Looks like Shane's slightly better, but will he be close enough to throw it up the inside of turn 2? He's got to think
Harley's
about his
in a great
championship.
spot, but
knowing Shane, he won't be
traffic and
thinking
he
about that. He'll be thinking about passing Anton.
2 minutes,
Can't
2.6 last lap for Shane Van Gisbergen. A 3.6 for Anton, a 3.7 for Haber.
Ah, he's got Chris Pither ahead of him there. That might be a pain in the ass.
Tech Pit Reporters chat.
Here's an interesting strategy, Colin. It's one that they're talking about at the moment. Go back to round 3. Similar scenario. Shane Van Gisbergen let Brody Kostecki through to try and chase down Scott McLaughlin. Will Anton Di Pasquale try the same move? Shane's got fresh tyres and speed. Let the 97 through.
Oh, no.
Thanks for the update,
that sounds
boys.
bad,
Interesting
Dan.
observation and question to ask.
But the good thing is,
Haber,
no.
1, 2 and 3. 1.5 laps remain. Haber cresting skyline. There's second, there's third.
It's like anticipation of what happens. Yeah.
Chaz Mostert.
Congrats, Harley. Congrats, Harley.
Down in 6th spot at the moment. Watch the elbow. Watch it.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh no. Alright, so much to say that.
Oh, watch out, Chris Pither.
Trying to redress, but he's going to get eaten alive by the rest of the traffic. Anton can't get it into reverse and get out of there. He continues to wait for it. They've lost a bunch of real positions. So
Anton didn't look too impressed.
Shane did exactly what you were projecting, which was the whole notion.
They just can't keep
down the inside. He's waiting for him.
They can't keep each other's bumpers
They
separated.
keep their magnets, these two.
Well, they're both at the
Shane loves
leading
to dive
edge,
at
the
the elbow,
pointy
we all
end
know
of the
that. So I
spectrum.
could see that coming, the run off the dipper. He had a great run off the dipper. So
He did, he
was
just
always
went
going to
a
have a
bit
look. I think Anton was awake to it, sort of half covered. Shane
That's put Kostecki second. God dang it.
That's
only hit the
okay.
slightest tap there and around he went. So
Yeah, but that means he wins the round now.
Oh, does he?
Cost him
Oh,
a heap
well,
of
that's
time
okay.
and a chance of the podium for either of
that's
them. It's incredible. These
well
two.
done,
They
Harley.
just can't stay away from
That's
each
the
other.
main thing.
Yeah.
Replay shows what happened here. So watch the
Oh,
rear
that was
brakes on
bad
Anton's
luck.
car. As he turns in,
See,
he's
the
locked.
Giz was
Shane's
already-
already skating down there as well. Then they tag, turns him.
Giz was all locked up.
matches it.
He was
So.
early. Oh,
When he came back out, couldn't get it properly turned.
Oh,
Wasn't enough lock available. And then
Harley
Shane waited
Haber.
for him. Now, interestingly, Van Gisbergen's come out in front of McLaughlin 5th and
here
6th.
we go, final lap. How good's that?
So those two align astern at the
Harley.
end of this championship. Harley Haber is going to win this thing. Final lap of the race. He's got more than 6 seconds in hand over Brody
McKnight
at the
won't
moment.
be just that iRacing means
Impressive
supercars.
performance.
iRacing comes
Yeah,
and
he's done a
fucking
fantastic
defeats
job. He's
supercars at Bathurst.
a well-noted
Thanks
series
to
competitor
his
in
finance,
various
West End Mazda and
competitions
Valvoline.
that are going on at the moment. He's been very strong. I've raced against him a couple of times, very, very quick. And we saw him qualifying for both events.
Oh,
and he was strong.
Scotty's-
Got turned around at Oran Park in the previous race, but has pretty much dictated to tonight's race at Bathurst.
Zach's
Brody
gonna beat
Kostecki,
Scotty.
We know his
Oh,
we know how
Zach's
strong
gonna
he
be-
is.
Zach's
We knew that he
8.
was going to be
No, is he
a
going to be
factor
7?
tonight, especially here at Bathurst after his performance.
Really been car in
Previous
7.
7 at the moment.
Attendance at Bathurst at round 3, so
Didn't
we
get
knew
Brock
Brody
Feeney,
was
though,
always
just
going to be
beyond
amongst it also.
If it stays as it is at the moment, it's actually Brody that will be the round winner.
McLaughlin, is that him on fire?
$1,000 as Scotty has another moment. Would go to the Starlight Children's Foundation, and McLaughlin, he's in trouble. He's got it all going on at the moment. He's got virtual spring washes.
The goggles are
jumping the fence at the moment, hasn't he?
It looks like it's about 4 inches of tow out in the front of it. He's blown an engine, so
too easy finance car, sideways out of the chase just to go
Checkered flag
fuck
is
you.
being readied now for Harley Haber. It's been an impressive performance on debut.
And Harley's already doing the burnout.
Grand finale, 31
Yeah, nice.
31 races in the BP Ultimate Supercars.
Harley Haber.
All-Stars E-Series, and Haber is the winner. 150 points for his trouble. Well done.
Well done, Harley.
And Brody Kostecki's going to get it home in second spot.
Do the jump.
Do the jump. Podium.
Great idea,
Weird
Skilby. Get on
conclusion
there.
to it at the end.
Chief, tell
a
Jamie,
tough
do the
run
jump.
for
Zach,
Scott
go out there and do the
McLaughlin.
jump.
And Van Gisbergen survives in 5th place behind
What
Anton
the fuck, this
Pasquale.
guy's- They did the jump in the
damage down the right
in the practice session.
As well.
in the invitational they did as well.
So we always knew Shane
What a
was going to have
well
a go.
done.
He had fantastic
Well
speed
done,
over
Harley.
Anton.
Good job.
He was going to have a go. He's that type of
Oh,
character
yeah,
where
definitely.
it's not
With
worried
Jamie
about the championship.
McKnight, never
It's all
fucking
about
hit it.
put it on the
Won't
win.
be watch
Put it
out
on
for
the
what
nose,
Harley
put
says,
it on
it'll
the
be
win,
watch out for
and
Jamie.
That was always going to happen. So the boys now have parked it all down at turn 1 for a fair expression.
Finance wins the
pushing
Supercars.
McLaughlin home.
That's the most animated he gets when he drives the sim, is when he gets finished the race and gets into it.
It's now for the
What a
fun
good
part.
race.
Put your signature
Oh, they
on
got
Mountain
cleaned up.
Straight. Chaz Mostert in there doing the same, but well done to Shane Van Gisbergen. He's done an outstanding job throughout this virtual series. He's had a whole bunch of Armour All poles, more wins than any other driver, more podiums than any other driver. And he's
That was awesome.
Is there allowed in the series to do artificial moon?
Word that Scott blew the engine across the top.
That was well worth the money spent on this race.
Well, actually, he's rolling.
He's going to roll it a different
no.
way.
Literally.
Will Davison, they get together.
Fabs and McLaughlin won't finish the race.
Oh, no, Will Davison, you ass. Fucking Davison. Arsehole.
So Fabian with an ultra fastback Mustang now.
Oh no, and he's got no drive. Sorry, Scotty. I've got nothing, mate. And
Winds-
people will say that's
winds
what
down
deserved
the,
to happen
virtual
after
window
Bathurst
just
last
to
year.
say, you okay, mate?
Two
So,
shell
does this
cars
have any
fucking
impact
broken on
on the
Mount
championship?
Conrad Straight.
I haven't got my calculator at the ready to be able to resolve that.
No, I don't think it does.
Zach got 7th in the end, that was good.
The unofficial results.
Well,
Pasquale,
his car,
Van
well
Gisbergen,
done.
Feeding
Well
best
done.
on
That's
the
outstanding.
wheels,
That's
and
fucking
top
outstanding.
10.
It is outstanding.
So
Well
the
done,
Nelson
Harley
strategy
Haber.
worked pretty well there. For
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Holdsworth, Hazelwood, and looking all the way down that.
I hate to admit it, but that fucking brought a tear to my eye, that did.
Oh, I've got a semi, but that's about it.
22nd position. Down in 25th.
No, that was awesome. That was, mate, I would have liked to have seen it. Unfortunate with
in that race.
Anton and the
Considering
gears,
across that
but
field,
you
there's
know,
a huge
I
amount
think
of
we're all quite
Oh.
relieved with Harley having a win.
It's surprising. Koala
Yeah,
race
fuck.
highlights. Brody had the pole.
Gives an Anton who?
Side-by-side run as they made
just
their
wheelie
way
bins, guys, mate.
into
No,
turn
it's
number 1.
an iRacing
They
group.
did an excellent job. Didn't he? Really, everything, every aspect.
Watch all the fucking.
The racing, the
Watch all the member fucking requests we get now.
was impressive.
Definitely dictated the whole race from that
I reckon.
turn 1. And we saw that accident between Will
Zach
Davison and
through there.
Bryce Ford up at turn 2 on lap 1, and
And
created a bottleneck and traffic jam.
we all know for a fact that fucking wheelie bins is where Harley fucking learned to drive the V8 supercar on iRacing. So he was in there fucking night after night flogging us.
That's right.
Reynolds running it wide
For
as well.
fucking ages.
And then we saw this with Reynolds trying to
into the
stuck on the
pits.
track and
They
Macaulay Jones
both came.
trying to get to pit lane. And
Being
then
a smart ass, pissing everyone off.
coming into pit lane, couldn't quite get a stop before that tyre.
Getting
barrier,
himself
drove over
removed.
the curbs. And now Haber up the inside, locks the
Yeah,
rears,
that's
just
a
at the
fair move
inside
up
of Brody Kostecki.
That's golden.
Beto says no harm, no foul, play on, boys.
Nice
and
one.
then this little moment could have gone sideways for Anton, literally, as he came out of Forest
Now
Elbow.
he's
just
got the brag rights.
and now
Oh,
this
yeah,
moment to
no,
run
for
down
sure.
into Forest Elbow. Shane with
Fuck.
plenty of speed, gets
And
the
won't he
lead,
brag?
just tags the back of
Yeah.
Anton
So
and
he
sends him
should.
around. And then waits for him, but Anton has to do the Austin Powers
Oh,
100-point
that
turn to
was
get out of
bad.
there. And Shane's waiting patiently for Anton to get going again. But Harley Haber,
See him flashing the lights when he got into fucking turn 1 first up down the straight.
Speed, not a mark on the car.
He was flashing him
Yeah,
again
yeah.
behind Kostecki
Also,
too.
No,
John
this'll be-
Whitney,
this'll be-
congratulations to
this'll
Harley. Nice work.
Raise some eyebrows for Harley. This will
multi-point
lead.
turn,
This will
those
lead
three
somewhere
I
for
like
him.
that.
Winning this.
So well
will.
done, the Too Easy
Will.
Finance,
Yeah.
Valvoline, Holden, Commodore, 150.
For sure.
Impressive debut
Because up until
in
now
the
he's
BP
gone
Supercars
focused on
All-Stars
online,
E-Series.
whereas
That
Zach went
is our
racing.
real and virtual podium,
And,
effectively.
Harley's done
Shane Van
quite well.
Gisbergen is our
Yeah,
champion from
this'll
Scotty
work for him.
McLaughlin and Anton De Pasquale. squeaked home in the final round to move up from 4th into 3rd position. We had some great racing examples
brings
from those
money,
guys,
you'll get a
and
car.
the fact that it
There
was
we go.
virtual really made no
Yeah, well,
difference
I think that's where
because
Jamie comes in.
individuals, whether
Well, I
they be
think
doing it like
Dan
this or
said
whether
he's
they be
gonna
doing it in their real
buy him a
race cars,
car.
they showed their skill.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all of our champions.
Oh, quick, I better join the wheelie bin session before I fucking get locked out.
There's been a lot of time and effort gone in outside of race day to make sure that everyone was in tip-top
You're not racing?
shape, ready to
No,
go.
well, if you're about to do it, I'm nowhere near logging in.
Around the world, so it's been very, very cool.
No, there's like 15 minutes before the race.
Last 10 weeks.
You got 21 minutes.
To our E-Series champion now.
21 minutes
Shane
in.
Van Gisbergen on the line. Congratulations, Shane. 8 poles,
Sorry,
14 wins,
I'll put everything
18
down.
podiums. Some drama on the last lap there at Bathurst, but it didn't matter. This trophy sitting next to me is all yours.
Big button box, look at it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm testing myself there.
Hang on, I'll be back.
We knew that we had to win, so trying to win the race and spun out Anton. So that sucked. But yeah, really cool. Got to thank the organisers of this, putting it on. It's been a great fun series while we've been parked up. So thanks to everyone at Supercars, and yeah, thanks to my team, getting me some good stuff, and Kurt,
I just have an interview
for helping out, and Lenny from Avondale as well. Awesome.
Thanks, Shane. Congratulations. We can't wait to see you back on the real racetrack, 27th of June at Sydney Motorsport Park. Let's go to Scott McLaughlin, who was the runner-up in our E-Series Championship. Scotty, do you want the good news? You can get out of your sim seat finally.
Finally! I don't have to sleep in here anymore, so awesome. Yeah, like Shane said, thanks to everyone for making it happen. It was a lot of fun. I had a brain fart on the last lap and just hit the wall and crashed. So I tried to get a push from a teammate, but we got crashed into again. So it was a fun time.
We've travelled to all sorts of virtual circuits right around the world. We've had a number of incredible wildcards join us. What's been the real highlight for you over the last 10 weeks?
I think the battle and seeing everyone just get better and better. I think at the end of the day, like there's a lot of guys out there that we went back to Phillip Island, they just got better, and people took it serious. It was awesome, and I think we put on a really good show when other sports couldn't be on. So yeah, thanks to our partners for putting up with us, and our fans. We're going back racing, real racing soon. It's gonna be fun.
Indeed, 5 wins, 15 podiums in the E-Series. Well done, Scotty. We've loved watching you for every minute. We'll see you at Sydney Motorsport Park.
And I was like, oh shit, gotta get ready.
Harley, who was our 3rd place finisher in this E-Series Championship. 7 poles, 4 wins, 14 podiums. We love the battle that you and Shane Van Gisbergen engaged in, week out. What's been the highlight for you, Anton, over the last 10 weeks?
Anton, you're on mute.
Yeah.
It's funny how we're now all...
Hey, Bob, what's up?
Oh,
in line.
Having a little bit of trouble getting Anton on the line. Nope. We got him? No, I don't think we can quite connect. We'll talk to him when we get to Sydney Motorsport Park and give him his trophy when we see him then. But it has been a
no interview with Harley.
And you two have done a stellar job. It's been a lot of fun to sit here for the last 10 weeks and enjoy this. So thank you,
Is someone going to come in and get the trophy or what? What's happening?
For the last 10 weeks.
And he's done a fabulous job for us as always. But yeah, great. Some really cool things came out of all that. I think it was a great opportunity for all of us to
Harley
celebrate
Haber.
the skills of supercar
who?
drivers, an opportunity to talk up the sport, the sponsors, everybody that participates in it in a really difficult time for everybody in this country, around the world, and in motorsport. So we're thankful for the opportunity to be able to do that, and we had some fun.
That's right, exactly.
We
bit of fun.
It
was great fun.
And do you want the best news? We're going real car racing in just over 2 weeks' time. Sydney Motorsport Park, the 27th of June. It'll be on for young and old. Can you imagine how these frustrated race car drivers are going to react once they finally get their bums in real seats?
And they'll have to adjust because it's a very different world. We were talking
Easy
about
money. Oh, fucking here's the $68 man.
Indeed. Well, thanks to the both of you. I look forward to chatting with you
68?
at Sydney Motorsport Park.
68
As we say goodbye tonight, I just wanted to take this
I
opportunity
think, 65, Tyson.
to everyone that has been involved
Easy
in
money.
this series and the wildly successful series that it has been. In particular to our championship drivers and all those wild cards that we had over the last 10 weeks. They've done a stellar job from start to finish. To our commentators, the voice of supercars, Neil Crompton, who has made this what it is, to Garth Tander.
I think this race is going going to end up being in the dark.
White, a huge thank you to our Pertec pit crew, Chad Nailon and Jonathan Simon down there in Melbourne. Thanks, guys. You've done a terrific job. To Craig Baird and Nash Morris in the bunker. We couldn't have done this without them. To Brian Forshaw, David Tunnicliffe, and all of our...
Oh, it's because I made practice so long, that's why.
They are the very best in the business. And last but not least, to Nathan Prendergast, our General Manager of Supercars TV, who made this happen every week bigger and better everywhere.
15 minutes left.
Thanks, Nathan. To you, the fans at home, thanks for your company. We hope you've kept you entertained over the last 10 weeks. From all of the crew, have a great evening. We'll see you at Sydney Motorsport Park on the 27th of June.